Hello, this is Dr. Robert Douglas, and thank you so much for joining me. I'd like to share with you today a tidbit of leadership. One key aspect of leadership is being able to do good performance assessments on those people in your organization. Now, performance assessment is typically done on a periodic basis, anywhere from 6 months to 12 months to a year. The purpose of it is to be sure that the person that you're leading understand what's required of them and how they are keeping to that standard. What are their good things that they're doing that they may accentuate that, and what are the things that may not be so up to speed that they could better themselves and work on those things. The key thing as a leader in a performance assessment is have integrity. And by that I mean, don't take your subordinate and tell them what you think they want to hear, but have the integrity to take them and tell them what they need to hear in order to perform better. If you don't, no one else will, and that person will be wandering around in the wilderness trying to get to the promised land of his career when he's been misdirected by the leader who hasn't told him what he really needs to do. So often as leaders, we feel that we want to avoid confrontation. Well, confrontation is part of being a leader. Now, the key is how do we handle confrontation? Not going in, slamming on the desk, being abusive in our words that we use to people, but having a conversation that generates two-way communication that both sides can leave it having heard what the other said. Now, you as a leader has to take the lead on that. If you have a subordinate who doesn't believe anything you're telling them or who feels that they've been misjudged, you need to be able to sit down, calm them down, and show them examples of what you're talking about. So in your performance assessment, try to be as specific as possible when you're trying to tell a subordinate that they need to improve in a certain area. Give them examples. That way they leave with that thought in mind of knowing, okay, here's how I need to handle that better. But the key thing with any assessment is to be fair with a person. Have some good things as well as bad things, and not so much a browbeating as an encouragement to do better on those things that they like. How we give out that criticism constructively can mean the difference in winning that person over to work harder and helping out the overall organization, or having that person fall back into a position where they feel you care nothing about them and you get nothing from them. So the organization suffers from overall efficiency. But the key thing here, again, I want to hinge upon is integrity. And when I say integrity, I'm saying be fair, tell the person what they need to hear to improve their performance versus what you think they want to hear to leave your office feeling good and having no confrontation. The little joy you get over not having any conversation at that moment will come back to haunt you in the days and the weeks to come when there's no betterment on that employee's position because they weren't told, and it shows an overall effect on your organization. So as a leader, be willing to give good performance assessments as well as take criticism from others when you're giving them their performance as well, and not have a dictatorial approach. This will go a long way in bringing your people up to speed and giving you the morale you need in your organization to take it where it wants to go. Performance assessments, real important, and need to be done with integrity to get you from where you are today to where you need to be tomorrow. Thank you for joining me.